Held me down by the low.
Yeah.
Held me down by the low.
Help me. Help me. Help me.
Held me down.
Held me down by the low. Engine starts to scream. Living wide open. Chasing every dream. Green flag waving. There's no looking back. Every inch I take,
I ain't giving back.
the walls getting closer. I can feel the heat. Rubbing doors, thunder underneath my feet. No room for fear when the lights burn bright. Legends aren't made by playing it right. One shot, one lane, one chance to survive. You don't feel alive unless you're on the line.
Push it to the edge.
Don't slow down, burning up the tires all around this town. Risky moves, pedal to the floor, leave them in the smoke, always wanting more. Heartbeats faster than the RPM. Every lap's another chance to win again. No regrets when the check it falls. Push it to the edge, give it everything
You've got.
Give it everything you got. Give it everything you got. Three wide in the ring in the turn one. Everyone's something, but I'm the one they want. Laid on the brakes, hanging out the rear. Victory sounds louder than the fear. Every corner's asking, will you back away? Not today, not any day. I'd rather crash chasing first place glory than spend my life as a forgotten story. It's all or nothing when the green light shine. Fortune favors those who blur the line. Every scar tells where I've been. Every gamble writes another win. Don't slow down. Full throttle living with the hammer down. A risky move, never lift your eyes. Champions are born where the danger lies.
One more lap, one last fight. Turn the darkness into victory lights. When the crowd remembers what they saw, they'll say you never feared the edge at all.
No break, no fear, full send.
See you at the checker.
Hey! Everybody make some noise for the people who can't dance but don't care. 3, 2, 1, wobble, wiggle, survive. Hey, hey. Walked in the club like I'm ready to shine. Fresh white kicks and I'm feeling just fine. DJ dropped the beat, everybody went wild. I hit 1, 2 step, looked like a confused child. Hands in the air, feet got lost. My rhythm disappeared at any cost. People made a circle, thought I'd break dance next. I sneezed, tripped twice and pulled a neck flex. Don't judge me, I'm doing my best. My moves look like I'm failing a fitness test.
I can't dance,
But I'm dancing anyway, looking like a shopping cart rolling away.
DJ don't stop.
Turn the speakers loud, I'm entertaining every single person in the crowd.
I can't dance.
Got 2 left feet, still out here trying to follow the beat. Laugh with me, not at me tonight, cause ugly dancing still feels right. Moonwalk, nah, moonfall instead. Did the worm once, landed on my head. Tried to hit the shuffle, looked like I was lost. GPS was searching, signal got crossed. Someone yelled, bro, that's a new style. I said, yeah, been practicing for a while. DJ smiled and gave me a nod, probably thanking me for pleasing the dance guys. If dancing was a language, I barely know how, but confidence is free, so I'm gonna fly. Spin, clap, stumble, laugh out loud. The worst dancer can still own the crowd.
I can't dance,
But I'm stealing the show, nobody knows where my elbows go. DJ, crank it up, let the bass line hit. If I fall again, just call it a remix.
I can't dance.
And that's okay, I keep moving in my own weird way. When the night's all done and the lights come on, I'll still be dancing till everybody's gone. Everybody make some noise for the people who can't dance. We don't care. 3,
faces, hollow eyes, building kingdoms built on lies, gold reflections, steel and smoke. Every promise starts to choke. They wear the crown, they wear the name, different masks, the very same. Standing tall on borrowed ground, waiting for the walls to come down. Everybody wants the spotlight, everybody wants control, trading pieces of tomorrow just to sell another soul. Beautiful people, painted in gold, running from the truth they're told. Beautiful people, high above, searching for a manufactured love. When the mirrors finally break, nothing's left that they can fake. Beautiful people, who are you beneath it all? Concrete hearts and plastic dreams, nothing here is what it seems. Every headline, every smile, built to last a little while. The louder voices fill the air, but silence says what's really there. Power fades, the lights grow dim, every empire wears thin. No throne lasts forever, no crown survives the storm. Strip away the illusion, leave the truth reborn. Beautiful people, hear the sound, every tower shakes the ground. Beautiful people, face the night, find the strength beyond the light. When the masks all disappear, the only thing that's left is real. Beautiful people, stand as one or fall alone. Dreams in a beat-up ride, radio loud with a fire inside. Every late night, every highway mile, chasing one more dream with a rebel smile. Neon lights calling out my name, one shot left and I'm all in the game. I'm not looking back, I'm breaking free. The world's too small for the heart in me. I wanna be a rock star, lighting up the night, standing on a stage beneath the city lights, hands in the air, singing every word, making every lonely dream finally heard. Turn it up louder, let the speakers roar. I'm knocking down every closed door. I was born to shine no matter how far. I'm chasing forever. I wanna be a rock star. Every scar tells a story to sing. Every setback gave these broken wings. No silver spoon, just a stubborn soul, running full speed toward a bigger goal. I'll wear these miles like a crown of gold, turning every chapter into something bold.
welcome everyone here tonight as we are live right here from Las Vegas, Nevada. I tell you what, I'm super excited about this. It is one of my favorite tracks, and it only gets bigger and bigger each year. That's right, I got two special guests here with me tonight, Miss Jaylyn and we'll call him LL in the back here, I mean Lavelle. But we are having a blast, and I'll tell you why. This is the second to last deal. We got a third guest here, Mateo, and also Pickles, and of course there's also Jenna. Ow! All right, I'm getting beat up here in the booth already, but we're having a blast nonetheless. The booth is packed. The stands are packed. Get ready for PGR Cup racing right here on Blackout Racing Network. This is the PGR Indecisive 195 right here. You will not want to miss it. 2 rounds left to crown a champion. Now let's go into the points here tonight. Leading the way, it is the Bad Fast number 21, Brandon Perry. He is set at 223. Behind him, the number 8, new and improved Josh Larson. He is bringing the heat every single race. Can Perry hang on? Doug Ward right behind them with 2194. Gabriel Garcia, the young gun, in 2179. Jack Scoville right behind, tied with Ben Madden at 2167. Now, Isaac Hendricks has been on a hot streak in that number 9 machine that you see him in right now with Elliot Jacobson, Jesse Urban, Ivan Deshawn, Zachary Crabtree, our resident video maker, and Zachary Beige, who are all set to throw down here tonight. Every driver is going to roll the dice and see how they can make this track stick. What I can tell you right now is I did bring it. I went and stole the PGR Camry, and I brought it right here to Las Vegas. We're going to go and see it, how this thing sticks, and we're going to see it if it holds up to date. Here we are live inside this thing here. Let's go get the stream to the right deal here. There we go. Don't mind me, guys. Saying the stream and driving at the same time. It's what I do every single race. We are all good. Coming out of the exits of 1 and 2, you got to be cranking it up. And I mean up over 6,000 to 7,000 RPMs. I'm a little slow, but you know what? Bite me. You get into 3 and 4. Get it down to that low side. Save those tires. Save them, save them, save them. Kick it full throttle on the exit. Don't mind that person. I don't care about them one bit. That's Elliot Jacobson at number 13. Get inside the draft. Draft heavy here. We're going to see how this thing sticks inside the corner. Get the exit. Get it fast. Get to the wall and do it loud. Damn it. Speaking of loud, this engine is super loud inside my headset. Here's driver Doug Ward. Alrighty, Dougie boy. Get right behind here. Get on this bumper. Hang on tight. Hey, Dougie. Give him a little bump. There we go. He knows I'm there. Nothing but love for you, Doug. Toodles. It is definitely getting draft heavy from what I'm feeling inside the test. Outside. See you later, sucker. So long. Pasta la vista, baby. Hold your line. But you pitch him up high to the wall. All righty. Have fun with that, Doug. A little bit of aero block. Get it to the wall. I don't think so. Nope. Stay high. Clear. Outside. Switch back again, Dougie boy. All right, there we go. Still there. Now, the biggest part of this track is going to be the pit entrance. What do you do on that pit entrance? You know what? Safe bet is I don't know really drive the league, so I'm just going to kind of get it down in here. They have to go around this, trail brake it hard, get it down to under 50 miles an hour. Coming in here, downshift it right before those cones. And there is some opening laps with the PGR machine. Got it all warmed up for Brandon Perry. Hopefully it didn't wreck. You know what? I'm totally hoping I wrecked the car for him. But anyway, Taco, Dougie boy is a good guy. I have no issues with Doug. He's awesome. Great to race against, in fact. That is where we kind of end that part of it. But let's go into what we got to expect here tonight with tonight's race info right here. This is the PGR Indecisive Garage 195. If you wonder what Indecisive Garage is, I'll tell you here in a little bit. This track length is 1.52 around. Track temp is at 78 degrees. Pristine conditions for racing. 72 degrees and clear tonight. So absolutely going to be an amazing night of racing here in Vegas. You guys should have a pretty good time getting it to link up and get it to stick here. You do got a few good drivers down there in the chat. Let's go talk to them one at a time. Let's go hear from none other than
Hello?
Doug.
Oh, hey there, Brandon.
There's my mic. All right, I forgot to turn it back on again. But anyway, you're out there, you know, obviously you've seen the PGR machine. What can you tell it's like out there so far?
Well, you know, it's been like a lot of these 1.5 mile cookie cutter tracks in this car, and that, you know, you're kind of for good 15, 20 laps going to be running it full throttle unless you're in dirty air. And even in dirty air, you can still probably do it for a good while. You know, these cars just don't have the power, so.
Yeah, do you feel like it's going to be a draft heavy track, or do you feel like it's going to be one of those where it gets spread out?
It's going to be draft heavy at least for like a good bit after restarts, so it's probably going to depend on how clean we keep it.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you get out. I'm going to let you get out of here. Hopefully you do have some good luck here tonight. I got in a little bit late, as you've seen. I was doing some testing, but good luck here tonight, Doug.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Doug did a great job there. Now let's hear from some of the guys down in the other chat here. Let's jump into my own channel real quick. There we go. We'll hear from Joe Divide next. Joe. Oh, Joe?
Hey.
So here tonight, that number 6 machine, of course, in previous weeks, it's been fast here tonight. And tonight it looks like, is it going to be one of those where it's going to be fast again, but maybe you get caught up in stuff you didn't want to?
Yeah, well, I hope I don't get caught up in stuff I don't want to, but I plan on pushing this forward to the max tonight to try to get that W.
Yeah, as we see you do every week, do you feel like you might have it, or is it still something you're missing on it?
Well, I still struggle a little bit on the long run with the older tires, so if it stays green, I mean, I could have problems at the end, but maybe a little strategy will come into play and I can save some tires.
All right. Well, good luck there, Joe. Hopefully it works out for you.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right, bud.
That was Joe Divide. And now let's hear from Nick Biddy, who's been up to front a few times. Nick.
The man, the myth, the legend. How are you, buddy?
Absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite broadcasts to actually do is Vegas, if anybody knows the stream well enough. I'm super pumped up. Now, when you come to Vegas, a lot of energy in the air here tonight. How are you feeling in that number 32? Considering you've been a front runner nearly every race so far, and I think your last race win was at Dover. So how are you feeling about coming back here and maybe being a front runner in Vegas here?
I'm here to hurt some people's feelings. I don't know who's up for a championship, but I'm here to hurt some feelings. I'm taking some points away from some contenders tonight, and I'm going to pick this championship race.
All right. Well, hopefully we get to see that number 32 up front once again. The car looks great. You're looking quick, but quick ain't fast. Fast is whoever wins the race.
That's right. That's right. Whoever's in the front at the end, that's who's winning.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully we can see you there.
All right, buddy.
Thank you. Nick Beatty out to hurt some feelings here tonight. I think he's got it. And now let's hear from Zach Crabtree, one of the chase drivers. Zach.
Brandon Smith, what is going on?
Man, what a night. It is electric here in Vegas. How are you feeling?
You know, we are here. We're alive. Outside of racing, I've been dealing with a little back issue the last couple of days. So got the heat warmer on my back right now. So I'm feeling pretty good. And we're getting ready to do some racing.
And now with the injury, do you feel like that could affect you here tonight?
I don't think so. I'm feeling pretty good. I got some leave that I took, and like I said, we're feeling pretty good right now with this heat warmer on. So I don't think it's going to affect me too much tonight.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully you have a great race here tonight.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Zach Crabtree, and I was here from Marty Benescaya, and hopefully it's Marty time. Marty.
Hey there, how's it going?
Man, here tonight it is gonna be, it's Vegas, and each week it seems like you have something to bring to the show. How are you feeling in that number 42 here tonight, and how smooth is it gonna be?
You know, I mean, this car drives pretty interesting on the cookie cutters. It's almost like a super speedway. Douglas and I were just testing, and you can hold it wide open for about 14 laps or so. So we'll see. It's all gonna, money will get made whenever those tires wear out, which is why I'm practicing on the long run now. But just keep it clean, see what I can do, see if we can, get a position to brag about.
All right. Well, good luck, and hopefully you don't have a Marty moment.
Hopefully.
All right. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Marty, getting ready for Marty time. Now let's hear from Chucky Balance. He's got an uphill climb this race. Chucky.
Hey, what's happening?
Man, here tonight, tough go from the last race, but here you're coming into Vegas. It's only getting more disastrous having to start for not only serve the draw, you got the penalties to serve. What are you going to have to do here tonight to maybe go get past that?
I mean, yeah, last week was a train wreck nonetheless, especially with my driving. I don't know, just off night for me, I guess. But, I mean, just going to have to ride, you know, just hopefully we can catch a couple of cautions and get back on the lead lap. I got a fast car here. I love 1.5 miles, but I seem to be cursed at them. So I don't know. Maybe this change will change some luck.
Yeah. So it's it's the black flag hold, and I believe the drive-through you gotta do it for a driver. That's a disastrous thing to have at start.
Yeah, that's probably going to end up equating to about 4 or 5 laps down. It is what it is. Do the crime, you got to do the crime. You got to do the time. So, we'll serve the penalties and just try to do the best we can, and hopefully we can get back up there.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully the odds are in your favor.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you. That's Chucky Balance now with the Chucky machine, and now let's hear from Elliot Jacobson. Jocko, I know you've been waiting for this one. Elliot.
Hello.
Man, oh my, your mic's a little quiet here.
All right, how's that?
A little bit. I'm just gonna turn you up on my end. So here tonight, obviously you got some fans in the stands. They're watching you and Doug. And how do you feel coming into Vegas, especially knowing that you're especially in the chase points too?
It's Vegas. We're gonna roll the dice and we're gonna hit it hard tonight, I think.
By hard, you mean you're gonna try hit it like you'd hit Las Vegas Strip when you have $1 million?
Yeah, I think some drivers got to watch out. If they leave me a gap, I might just take it tonight.
Dang it, Elliot Jacobs is gonna race like Mike Tyson. Everybody knows who.
That's right.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully you can have some success, and can't wait to see what you can do.
Thank you so much, and thanks for broadcasting tonight.
Thank you. And now it's Elliot Jacobson. Now let's hear from second place contender, Josh Larson. Larson. Oh, Larson? Man, what a night. It's Vegas. You seem to be the whiz kid when it comes to intermediates. That's your bread and butter. And you're just 7 points away from Brandon Perry, who is been on an absolute tear in racing. He's been red hot. How do you feel about coming into this one? Do you feel like it's going to be a battle all the way to the end like it was last week? Or what are you thinking tonight?
Well, I mean, last week was the only race since the playoffs or the chase started, whatever you call it. Perry netted points from me, where he was positive points at the end of the race. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's going to be who can save the right front tire and keep the better pace. It's just these cars are so draft dependent. We're basically at like a little mini Daytona with these cars.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've just logged into the session, so we'll get some practice under us. Yeah, next gen, I would feel like my chances were really, really good. But yeah, mile and a half in this car with the 550 package is just going out and drafting. So there's really not much. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of skill in it. Just go out there and follow the person in front of you and go fast in circles, you know.
All right. Well, I do hope and wish you some luck, man. I know you've been on the hunt, and I know the championship's within your grasp. So hopefully, like you're talking about, you've been faster than Perry nearly every race. In fact, you guys we were neck and neck last week when you guys were at Daytona. Unfortunately, neither one of you grabbed the win, but you guys were second and third, I believe. And then, of course, Brandon Perry's been coming off race wins in IndyCar and coming off one in GTP, so he's obviously got some momentum behind him.
Right.
Do you feel like he's going to need it in order to beat you?
I think if Perry goes out here with the mindset of just finishing top 10, he wins the championship. If he goes out here with the mindset of chasing me, or you know, checkers or wreckers, then he loses the championship. If he goes out and finished 8th place tonight and 8th place next week, and I don't win either race, I can't pick him. So
very true. And of course, basically, don't have him go out there and race like I would.
Yeah, he just got to stay clean. I mean, the chance I have is I need to win a race because that's 5 points over like second place, right? That's the biggest points jump I can make, and I need him to wreck to where he finishes well outside the top 10. If that happens, I have a chance. If it doesn't happen, then I mean, he'll have it.
All right, man.
It's hard to make up that 25 points when you start the chase.
Yes, it is. Well, good luck here tonight, Josh. I'll get you out of here, and can't wait to see what you can do.
Thanks. We'll see you later, maybe.
Thank you. And Ivan DeShawn coming down next. Let's bring him in. Ivan.
Hey, you. How you doing?
Man, what a night. You know, we're coming in here. It's Vegas once again. You already know I'm excited for this. How excited are you for this one?
No, I'm excited, man. As soon as I get my dang pedal and gas to work, I'll be very excited.
Well, I better get you out of here quick then so you can work on that, all right? Well, good luck, and hopefully you can get it.
Yep, thank you, buddy.
Thank
Appreciate you. Yep.
So that's Ivan DeShawn, oldest man on the grid. Now, we got one little thing here we got to do. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem, and this time it is done by none other than Mr. Chris Stapleton. Once I find it, don't worry, I'm on this one all over the place here. There we go. There we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's fly. Oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's edge gleaming, whose broad stride and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular up on spur, singing out, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
All right, I am back, everybody, and now we're going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about who we have here tonight. Of course, we got Gabriel Garcia checking in. We already talked to a few of the other drivers. Jesse Erdman's here. He's been crazy fast in that number 45 all season long. He's been battling up at the front, but he's also been caught up in some stuff. Same with Gabe, the young gun. He is here to shake it up, and he's bringing the W machine. He's going to teach everybody how to W after the race. So if you pay attention, he might be showing you how to do that one. No, W's an energy drink. But we also have a shout out to our race sponsor here tonight. It is Indecisive Garage. If you are needing some advice on how to handle anything inside your garage, look up Indecisive Garage on YouTube, as he is basically like Grandpa teaching you how to do some stuff with any vehicle out there or different repairs around the house. It's just a fun little YouTube channel out there. Check him out. Go to Indecisive Garage on YouTube and hit that sub button for him. Or if you like what I'm doing and you think it's really awesome what I'm doing, so if you like this style of racing, you want to see more of it, hit that like button, hit that sub button. It does not bite very often, I don't think. It's been a while since I've had to hit my own sub button. But that is what we got going on here at PGR. Of course, you're going to want to pay attention to this Saturday, as the ARCAs are back, and they are going to be badder than ever as they travel to another place in time. That's right, they're going to Indianapolis for the Brickyard 250 right here on this very network. In fact, they're partnered with Prime Grid Racing, in case anybody's wondering. Now, we got a very first time ordeal here tonight. This is the first time we ever done it. We're going to have to bring the league owner, Brandon Perry, down here too, just to tell him what's going on. Brandon Perry.
What's up, Brandon Smith?
Man, would you believe it? I got some special guests here tonight. I got my niece, my nephew, and my nephews right here in the booth here tonight, and they are going to do something very special. Can you tell the fans exactly what has to happen in order for this event to actually count for the official points?
Awesome, I love hearing that. So we're going to do a, driver's introduction / drivers, fire up your engines, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's those magical words that if we just don't hear it, we just don't, it doesn't count. As far as I know, that other Brandon guy that's in the chat, or in the admin deal, he goes into the deal and he actually deletes the points.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, especially in oval racing, it's a tradition at this point. So, it's definitely one of those things that you need to have.
All right, Brandon, you ready here for the first time ever on live stream? Lavelle, Jalen, and Mateo give our driver send-off. These guys are not even old enough to drive yet, as far as I know.
Nice. Let's have some fun. Let them do it.
All right. So, Brandon Perry, what are those 3 words that all 3 of them got to say?
They got to say. All right.
There we go. I think they're fired up. I think the fans are fired up. That was pretty good. That might have even been the best one to date in 3 years of streaming.
That was pretty good.
Man, that was awesome. So
a lot more passion than a lot of the guys that do it for us. So.
Exactly. So everybody out there, that was the first time on any of my YouTube streams, my niece, Jalen, and my nephews, Mateo and Lavelle. So, man, what is... man, that was a great time there. Daco, I think my wife was just messing with everybody in the stream there. But Brandon Perry, this is Vegas. Obviously, you're the man to watch here tonight, as it has been an all-out war between you and Josh Larson on the points. How are you feeling tonight coming into this?
I'm looking forward to it. I always kind of like these 1.5 miles, not only in this car, but in the next gens. I really feel like, that's the bread and butter of NASCAR, so I'm excited to be here. Las Vegas is one of my favorite tracks, to be honest, so I think you always get some good racing here. And, for PGR in the past seasons, this was the championship race for a lot of seasons because, we'd like to come to Vegas and, put on a show and see who's going to gamble. But tonight it's the semifinal race, but definitely still some excitement. Looking forward to it. One of the closest points battles in Cup history that we got going on between me and Larson at this point with 2 races left. So I think it's going to be an exciting race, absolutely.
Yeah, so when it comes down to finishing, are you going to focus on, being in front of Larson, or are you going to focus on maybe just finishing up in the top 8?
I think for me, my biggest focus is just to come out here and run my own race. I'm not really going to be trying to pay attention to where he is until the last 20 laps. Just come out here, run my race. I usually do pretty good on these 1.5 mile tracks, so just going to come out here, try to do my thing, keep the car clean, and run my race. And I think if I run my race, it's a top 5 in there. So, there's a lot of pack racing on these 1.5 mile tracks until the tire dead kicks in. So I think we're all going to be, packed up. So that's going to play into it. So definitely got to be smart, keep the car clean. So we'll be looking to do that, looking to save a little bit of tire there. So when we do start to, separate, that we'll be able to be one of those guys that's going to be able to drive away. So I'm feeling good about tonight. Happy to just be out here. We're here to have some fun. We've had a really fun season in these cars. It's been nice to switch it up from having, a lot of seasons of the next gen. I know we're going back to the next gen next season, but I'm sure we'll make our way to this car. And, there's potentially talks about Gen 4 cars. So it's just good to be out here, have a, fun NASCAR league that we got going on. Appreciate all the guys for racing. Appreciate you for broadcasting. Appreciate all the viewers that we've had all season. All the support for the league. So we're just gonna come out here and try to have some fun.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully you can stay out front.
Thank you very much, Brendan Smith. We appreciate you.
Thank you. So Brandon Perry's getting ready to do this. Now let's hear from Gabe Garcia. Gabe. Gabe. You okay? Are you able to talk?
Yeah, what's up?
So here tonight, obviously you're gonna Kobe Bryant this game, possibly Michael Jordan this thing too. How are you feeling coming into Vegas? I mean, this one you're coming in. Obviously, you're under the weather, not feeling good, but you're still having a fast machine here tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it should be pretty fun tonight. I mean, I'll be behind the 8 ball tonight. More than just being sick, I have a penalty in handle, but after Daytona's win, I'll take a penalty after a win. So we'll be high behind the 8 ball, but I got to play strategy to get back in front, and I think we should be fine. I'm pretty fast in practice right now, but you won't know until you get punched in the mouth in the race to actually know how fast you are.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully you're drinking some tea or something to make you feel better, but good luck here tonight.
Yep, appreciate it.
Thank you. So that was Gabriel Garcia getting ready to do this thing. Now for everybody out there, we are moments away from the qualifying here. We're going to take a brief break from Indecisive Garage. Don't go anywhere.
Make it louder. Lights go up, we own the night. Heartbeat racing, feel the vibe. Hands up high, don't slow it down. We're turning every dream to sound. Feel that bass inside your soul. Lose control and let it roll. No looking back, we're flying higher. Every beat ignites the fire. Make it louder. Turn it up until the speakers shake. Make it louder. Every heartbeat feels like an earthquake. Hands in the air, we're never coming down. DJ, keep that rhythm all around. Tonight we're living faster, stronger, prouder. Make it louder. Hey, hey, turn it up, turn it up. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Jump, jump. Make it louder. Neon colors fill the sky. Feel the energy multiply. Every moment, every sound. This is where we're freedom bound. 3, 2, 1, go! Feel the bass explode below. We're unstoppable tonight. Dancing till the morning light. Make it louder. Let the music take us over now. Make it louder. Feel the power, we don't need to slow down. One more drop, one more chance to fly. Raise your voice and touch the sky. Together we're unstoppable forever. Make it louder.
All right, we are back in the booth, and I tell you what, we are just 5 minutes away from qualifying here in this Indecisive Garage 185. Now, we have seen these guys race their hearts out all season long. It has been all-out war from the get-go. Coming into the chase, it's been red hot, and it has been absolute blistering pace out of a lot of drivers. Isaac Hendricks, another driver to watch. He's got the dude wipes machine on. He wins quite a bit with that livery itself. Of course, Doug Ward, another driver, he is one of BRL's champions, in fact. He's coming out here to play here tonight. He's in the top 4 for points, I believe. And of course, Gabriel Garcia, who's been fast all season long, just caught up in the wrong place, wrong time type scenario. And of course, points leader Brandon Perry in that PGR machine. Most of the guys in the front have already won a race, but it's when they won it that it's gonna be hot, or is the critical answer, because at the end of the season you don't want to be cool or nothing. Glad to see you there, Purple Polar Bear, Jocko. Glad to say all you guys in there. Say no to netcode. Hell yeah, Purple Polar Bear. Say no to netcode. It was disastrous last week. Let's hope it's not disastrous again this week. They think we might have figured out the problem. The issue is with the car itself. We are 3 minutes, 40 seconds away, though. Let's get this party going. Let's have some fun.
Rubbing fenders on the neon lights, engine screaming through the southern night, burning rubber on a razor line, chasing glory at 200 miles.
Spotter's voice cut through the roar. 3 wide, hold it, give me more. Steel and thunder, hearts collide. Living fast on the edge of pride.
Yellow face, green ignites, every inch we're gonna fight.
Let the sparks fly, feel the fire. Full throttle, taking it higher. No brakes now, all or nothing. We were born for this kind of running.
From the backstretch to the line,
Risk it all in overdrive.
when the last lap comes alive,
Let the sparks fly.
oh,
Let the sparks fly.
pit road gamble, 2 tires of 4, crew jumps over that wall like war, fuel and faith in a 12-second blur, back out front where the engine stir.
Wrapped in tight in the final pack. One wrong move and you won't come back. But legends rise with a fearless stand, with the steering wheel in a steady hand.
White flag waves,
No looking back.
it's now or never on this track.
Let the sparks fly. Feel the fire. Full throttle, taking it higher. No brakes now, all or nothing. We were born for this kind of running.
From the backstretch to the line,
Risk it all in overdrive.
when the last lap comes alive,
Let the sparks fly.
Yep, on the last turn, the car's spinning.
oh,
Last turn,
Let
last turn,
the
so watch out.
sparks fly.
hear the crowd rise like a hurricane, feel the surge through the roaring lane, every scar, every mile we've paid, leads to one checkered flag parade.
From Daytona 500 dreams to Friday night fights, we chase forever under those lights. Let sparks fly.
No regrets,
Every turn,
the final bed,
pedal down.
till the engine cries.
We're chasing more than just the prize. Through the smoke and shattered sky, we don't quit, we don't deny. When it's do or die, let the sparks fly.
All right, we are back here, and oh my, just seen a disastrous wreck back there. As it looks like Isaac Hendricks lost the whole nose. But these drivers now are, you see a lot of them starting to get a feel for pit road and pit exit. That is going to be a critical mark here tonight. This track can be clean at times. It can also be not so clean at other times. So we'll see how it goes here tonight. We're set. This is qualifying. Don't go anywhere.
flag waving, engine scream, everybody chasing that sun to green. 40 deep and nobody's done, you can't win this race. In turn one, easy on the throttle, hold your line. Patience is the fastest thing you'll find. The checkered waits beneath the sun, you can't win this race. In turn one is a long road to victory lane. Every lap's another chance to gain. You can't win in turn one, but you sure can't lose it. Drive with your heart, just don't abuse it. Stay in the fight when the pressure comes. Champions know you can't win in turn one. Save a little tire, save a little fuel. Keep your cool when everybody's through. When it all comes down and the race is won, it won't be because of turn one. Crew chief talking through the radio. Hit your marks, let the leaders go. There's 100 reasons to stay strong. The race is longer than the opening song. Find your rhythm, trust your pace. Every corner shapes the race. The smart ones know before it's done, you can't win it in turn one. When the white flag's flying high, that's the time to let it fly. Leave it all on the final run, not to dive into turn one. You can't win in turn one, that's where legends learn. Every lap's another page, every corner earned. Keep your eyes on victory lane. When the day's all said and done, the trophy's waiting at the finish line. 'Cause you can't win in turn one. No, you can't win in turn one. You win it when the checkered falls.
All right, what a great qualifying session already as drivers are beginning to show where they stack up in the field. Surprisingly at the front, Jack Scoville and Isaac Hendricks up there. No shock with Hendricks, but Scoville getting up there on the pole, provisional pole so far speaks volumes. Of course, here tonight, the name of the game is going to be probably grid starting position. Is going to be critical in tonight's race, I think. It's very hard. It is hard to pass here at Vegas. It's arguably it's fairly difficult, but it's not something that can it can be done, but it just takes a little bit of work in setting the driver in front of you up to make that pass. What some drivers might not do really well is set up the guy in front of them to get the pass done and get around them safely, which is going to speak dividends here, as you don't want to grind the door panels off the other car because it's going to ultimately affect your aero. So you got to use a little bit of finesse here. And we do see Brandon Perry stepping out now. Of course, Jacobson, Palmer, Erdman, Perry. It looks like Erdman, Tucker, and Morales might not qualify here tonight, but we do see Gabriel Garcia going up to the top into row 2 on his qualifying run. So hopefully that is something he can make stick a little bit. See you guys taking advantage of every little track spot they can to maximize pace here during qualifying, which includes there is no yellow line down below, so there is a spot on the track you can actually dip down below and not pick up an X. And it does count. And all drivers seem to be utilizing that spot to maximize their pace a little bit. So I'm wondering if that is not going to help them get a great qualifying run or just an okay qualifying run. So they will have to see what they can do later on. Looks like Brandon Perry has qualified up into the top 8 as well with Larson. All Chase drivers at the front of this grid. It is going to be a no-holds-barred grudge match, I think, coming into this one. So these drivers are going to have to really work to get around here, I think, as they could be an interesting deal. Of course, if you look at the front of this thing, I think something's actually messed up with my deal here, actually. I don't know what, but looks like we do have clean up some stuff of the deal, but the front 7 are in the chase. Hendricks, Scoville, Ward, Larson, Garcia, Deshawn, and Perry are all in the chase. Of course, a few others have not done very well. It looks like Bob Palmer, Erdman, Tucker, Morales are not qualifying. Of course, they're going to be the last 4 on the grid if they do not qualify. What order they put them in is going to be another story. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens going into this. Might have to reload the stream here. Reload the page here, looks like. It's not caught up on the deal here. So I'm going to go ahead, let the music play out. This race is totally official. We had everything, including a driver send-off, unlike anything we've ever done. My 2 nephews and my niece all gave the driver start your engines and all that. Jamie Pugh, though, glad you're down there. We're going to bring you up here very shortly. Let's hear from you real quick. Jamie.
Brandon Smith.
My nieces and nephews took care of that. But you're here tonight down at pit road. What kind of energy are you sensing down there tonight?
Well, so far so good. I mean, it's the second to last race in the season. You know, everybody's kind of in good spirits, and should be a pretty good race.
All right. Well, we're moments away from qualifying, and have you heard drivers throwing wrenches or anything yet in the pits?
Nope. But, the race hasn't begun yet. Got 130 laps tonight, so it's a long race around here at Vegas. And as the night progresses, you could see that. We know that the 1.5-mile tracks have that drafty feel to them, especially on starts and restarts. So it's going to get exciting.
All right. And one more favor. Can you load up the Camry and make sure nobody steals my helmet?
Well, your gear bag's on the roof with me. I don't know where the car ended up, but I'll let you know when I find it.
Ratio Racing wanted some advice on how to drive. Oh, shots fired, Gabe. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. I'm gonna get off the roof and go grab the setup book too. We can't let those secrets get out of here.
All right, man. Well, good luck here tonight, and can't wait to hear from you later on.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. So Jamie Pugh, our everything guy, he's the everything guy. He's no longer, everybody says, he's in the pits, he's in the haulers, he's on top of the haulers. He's everywhere. So he's the everyman. He's the everywhere Pugh. So he is here to help driver Brandon Perry. He's spotting, obviously, but we're gonna get set for grid. Let's have some fun.
Sunrise burning on a painted hood. Engines waking up like I knew they would. Rubber on the asphalt, fire in my veins. Every lap's a promise, every scar's a gain. Green flag waving. There ain't no.
All right, let's go to tonight's grid. Brought to you by Indecisive Garage. Your YouTube channel to watch if you need that extra helping hand in the garage. Right here on pole will be Isaac Hendricks, followed with Jack Scoville right alongside. Doug Ward and Josh Larson will be lining up in row 2. Gabe Garcia and Ivan Deshawn are going to be in row 3, followed by Brandon Perry and Chad Wagner in row 4. Row 5 is going to be brought to you by Joe Divide and Marty Venice-Cayenne. Back behind them will be Nick Biddy and Charles Balance, who's going to have to serve a few penalties here tonight, so he will be definitely on the back burner to start this one, to say the least. Back behind that, we got Zachary Crabtree and Elliot Jacobson in row 7. Row 8 will be Harold Tucker and Isaac Morales, followed by Jesse Ehrman and Bob Palmer. We got 18 drivers here tonight, 18 different potential winners. Don't go anywhere. This is Blackout Racing Network, and we are always bringing the best broadcast for iRacing to the fans out there in YouTube land. Special shout outs to all the fans out there in the stands. Also shout out to my 2 nephews and my niece for doing this driver send off, and shout out to my wife who happens to be watching from somewhere in a distant planet, who knows where. And another special shout out to Sarah, commonly known as Pickles, for tonight's race. And of course, Indecisive Garage. Check them out on YouTube and find out what it's all about there. So let's get loud, let's get proud. Get on your feet, race fans, for Prime Grid Racing, one of the best grids on the planet, right here.
Born to fly, built to win.
Nothing in this world can take my place. From the green flag drop to the final lap, I'm chasing every dream I've ever had. Raise that trophy to the sky tonight, under the speedway's Friday lights. Born to fly, built to win the race. That's the life I was made to chase. Dust on my boots, got the engine alive. Small town dream with a full throttle drive. Radio.
That pace car is going to come off. We're going to come to the Gentilly restart zone right here. To get into the restart zone, green flag flies, and we are racing for the first time here at Las Vegas. Big checkup of the front, checking up to the back, and here they go. Isaac Hendricks gets out front. We got Jack Scoville, Doug Ward, Josh Larson, Brandon Perry making it in the top 5 early out the gate. Back behind him, he's got Joe Divine and Chad Wagner. But up front, Scoville is now making a run on the inside, gets the pass around Hendricks. Doug Ward and Josh Larson are gonna follow. Larson sees it, sees the gap. He might try for it, no. Ward closes the gap in a hurry and gets that one done. Wagner, in the meantime, high up near the wall. We are still going to be green flag and flying here as Jack Scoville leads this race. And in the back, there's this, oh my, somebody just went around. Who was it? It looked like it was Harold Tucker with a big spin in the back stretch there. Up front, Ward and Scoville are going to war, and we're talking about this. What line is going to be preferred? Guess what? It's any of them. It's basically super speedway racing up the front, because they got to find a line and make it stick. Now Jack Scoville takes advantage of this, goes around Gabe, splits the difference. They split around Gabriel Garcia, and Scoville gets it out corner easy, gets a good pull. Or gets good run off turn 4. allowing him to get around to keep in front of Ward. Larson's waiting for the opportunity, but he's got... It does look like Gabriel Garcia is right in the mix, and Garcia's already a lap down early on for this one, so I think he had to serve a penalty also. Drivers are trying to be nice to one another so far, but nice is for ponies. It looks like Isaac Hendricks might be trying to set up to up front. Doug Ward comes down, gets off the rear of Scoville and just dives down there. He gets in a great position to make the pass. What a pass on the Doug Ward. Oh my, Garcia, big hit. This is a big one. As we go back to this one was on Garcia. And we're not sure exactly what happened, so we're going to go into the rear chase. Or the far chase here. Let's go into far chase mode. We'll see what happened here. Go quarter speed. They come up. Netcode started, but it ain't stopping anytime there. Upset that 0. Double tap by the number 8. That is, oh my. Did collect him and Marty there. Gabriel Garcia going around. Hard hits all the way through. Drivers getting down low, getting down and dirty. There's the 21 getting through there also, as everybody's trying to avoid everything at this point. So tough luck for the 0 machine of Gabriel Garcia. That one is going to go under further review later on. Not going to bring anybody up, but, that one is going to be a tough one. So we're going to go ahead and kick on some tunes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back to racing before you know it.
Thrown from shattered glass, wore every scar like it was my past. Tried to be who they wanted to see, but I lost every piece of me. The mirror screamed another lie, told me I'd never learn to fly. Now the ashes light my way. Around my soul, no more giving up control. I'm standing at my own altar, not to break but to rise, setting fire to the doubt inside, watching fear turn into
right, as we get ready to come up to the restart zone one more time. Jenna Lee's going to call it. Green flag flies here in Vegas, and we are racing here one more time. It is 130 laps of distance. We're only on lap 10, so hang on to your hats. Pull up your lawn chair, grab some popcorn, grab your favorite soft drink or whatever you want to drink. Who cares? Doug Ward does lead this thing in front of a very fast Jack Scoville. Scoville might try the inside line. As they double file through 1 and 2, there's this 54 of Zachary Crabtree. Crabtree tries the inside line, can't quite get it. However, Elliott Dix and these guys are definitely trying to push it. Nick Biddy comes in. He's going to aim to push this thing 3 wide down the front stretch. And we have it 3 wide here in Vegas for the first time, I believe. But maybe even somewhere else there's 3 wide, but who knows? Doug Ward, currently our leader. He has led 6 laps so far. Jack Scoville has led 4. Isaac Hendricks has led 1. Zachary Crabtree, of course, kind of new to oval scene, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping the car fast. The hard part is going to be keeping you from burning up those tires. We go look at some of the other stuff here. Interesting enough, Josh Larson and Brandon Perry got locked into the rear of this thing. So they are near the back. Meanwhile, it's a great time for some other drivers to gain some points on one another. So this is going to be one of those where you got to weigh out the pros and cons to finish out this season. Where do you push? Where don't you? How do you separate? What do you do for strategy-wise? That is all going to play a pinnacle role here coming into tonight's race. Even at the end, the final pit stop, if it comes down to like 4 to go, and you have one in the bank, right side set of tires, do you put them on? Yes, yeah, absolutely you would, but don't throw on the left because they cost you pit time. No fuel, right sides only, gun it and send it out of there. That is how I'd do the final pit stop if I had the fuel to go the distance. However, if I was running a little short on fuel, I had the caution come out, tires are already shot, you take 4. So, I mean, you got to weigh out the pros and the cons and be able to know when to risk it and when not to. So, they got to play smart here tonight. So what a lot of drivers are going to probably do is they're going to save some of their tire a little bit. Not really new to the grid, but Harold Tucker's back in that number 79 machine, in that U.S. Air Force number 7. In fact, he's looking pretty good. He's just sitting up at 6. Zach Crabtree. Ivan Shaw, Jesse Erdman, Josh Larson brings up top 10. Wagner and Brandon Perry. Now, Brandon Perry's losing a little bit of pace here. I think he might be saving, which would be smart on his end. It's a great idea. So drivers do have to play this out and see where to push and when not to. And some drivers are going to try and put side traffic really close. And like last week, that could cost them. Heavy braking, glad to see you in the stream. If you like this style racing, remember, hit that sub button, hit that everything. If you already hit the sub button, I do apologize early. I don't really see the list of everybody. But Jamie didn't get to do the drivers start your engines this time. I had my two nephews and my niece do it. And the good thing about it was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty dang good for them doing it as a trio, but also it's something new to the stream. So that's why Jamie was saying that. As points do not count if we do not hear the driver's send-off or the national anthem. So we do try to get that off every single racing event we host on this network. And that includes ones where we try to send the drivers to different countries. For the record, that's very hard to find anthems for those. Up in the front, it's still a battle. It's still Scoville, Ward, and Hendricks But also in the front, we have, there's Charles Balance. Balance actually has the Chevy Camaro, and it is looking fast here tonight. Balance might try to get his lap back the old way. If he has the opportunity, why not? I mean, if you have something that's fast enough, go for it. But right now, Balance is keeping Hendricks up there in the mix. This is giving him a little bit of a push. And we look down further, you do see oh my, Balance, a little bit of to that high side. Of course, Isaac Morales is being blocked, actually, or getting held back. It looks like he might have something quick also, which is great. However, drivers do have to watch out as when they get around lap cars. As tire wear is becoming a factor, we're getting to be 25 laps in here in this race. So let's hear from Jamie Pugh and see what he's hearing from the other drivers. Jamie Pugh.
Brandon Smith.
Man, you're down there in the trenches. Obviously, you're probably standing on the network hauler since they're parking right in the middle of the track and it's a little bit better view. But anyway, here, when you're seeing everything out there with, as far as strat-wise, did you see an undercut being a possibility here tonight?
Well, we're in Vegas, right? So, I mean, I'm not surprised if somebody does go out on a limb and gamble and try and work some strategy into this. But, you know, still a long way to go. We had that early caution. You know, it's possible.
Now, on the early caution, you know, we've seen it to where it looked like potential. Do you think that could have been somewhat of a just too bad, so sad type moment between Larson and I believe Garcia?
It's definitely a rivalry that's building, and you know, I'm curious to see how it's going to unfold, you know, for weeks to come here. But yeah, I don't really know what the mindset was there. We were 6 laps into a 130 lap race and caused a massive wreck, so that was definitely going to be up for review later.
Yes, it will be. As you know, as you see some of these drivers out here, especially on the final pit stop, you know, we know how you set your deal up. I'm not going to tell these drivers how to set it up, but do you foresee that final pit stop being the critical one?
Yellow flag is out.
Up. I guess you got to
Sorry
go.
about that, Brandon Smith. There was a caution.
Yep. So Jamie Pugh's going to go, and we're going to find out what happened here. As we do have a caution here once again. It looked like it was Isaac Morales. We're not sure exactly what happened here. So we're going to see where exactly happened. Morales is clearly coming down the track. And just not clear type moment. Morales trying to clear himself. Gets caught up. Contact with the 79. High up into the wall. Big impact. And that will cost him possibly a motor if he was not too careful. I don't know if I see the smoke yet. However, that is definitely one that is going to cost him. You see the smoke coming out. It is a blown motor out of that number 22 machine. As that was a definite hard hit going to the high side wall. But now let's go talk about tonight's race sponsors here tonight. Indecisive Garage. If you want to know what it looks like inside Grandpa's garage, go check them out at Indecisive Garage on YouTube, on another YouTube channel. Check them out. It's a pretty good watch most of the time. So hit them up, subscribe to them, make it feel important, as you can learn a lot of helpful tricks from that site. We're going to go to kick on the tunes for everybody out there as we are currently under caution once again here in Vegas.
I've worn scars like patches on this old blue jean sole. Every mile I've walked just made this heart harder than stone. You can throw your words like bullets in the wind, but every time I fall, I get back up again. I ain't 6 feet deep, I'm still raising hell, still chasing dreams. Got dirt on my boots and smoke in my lungs, still singing loud with the battle I've won. Every bruise is proof that I survived. Every sunrise says I'm still alive. You can count me out, but don't believe I ain't 6 feet deep. Darkness in the dead of night, found a little hope in a dashboard light. Life hit hard, but it couldn't break me. Every cracked up piece just rebuilt the real me. I've been counted out 1,000 times before. Now I'm kicking down another locked up door. I ain't 6 feet deep, I'm still raising hell, still chasing dreams. Got dirt on my boots and smoke in my lungs, still singing loud with a battle I've won. Every bruise is proof that I survived. Every sunrise says I'm still alive. You can count me out, but don't believe I ain't 6 feet deep.
All right, we're getting set to go green one more time. There it goes. Green flag flies. So here we were racing once again here at Las Vegas. 29 laps in, and look who stepped up front. Josh Larson. He is the intermediate track specialist. He does a really good job here. Nick Biddy tries the inside line. He's gonna try and force Larson to that high side maybe, which he does. Larson might just let him burn his stuff up. As Isaac Hendricks looks to get in there. You see Scoville having some blinking issues. Not a good thing to have happen. As that's definitely not what you want to see happen. You can blink inside your car, in fact. And that's like Houdini just magically appeared. So it goes Biddy, Hendricks, Larson, Ward, and Tucker, our top 5. Erdman, Perry, Scoville, Divide, and Crabtree, our top 10. Now Nick Biddy's out in front. He's got Hendricks right there. These two have been battling it out quite a bit also in most races if they're next to each other. You also have Doug Ward up into the mix. And Ward's looking really quick. He's looking pretty fast here tonight. So he's going to have to do something to maybe get away from that one. As this race kind of goes ahead, we are noticing Scoville starting to lose some pace. And Brandon Perry's kind of picking up the pace as he works around Larson. And as he goes around Larson, Joe Divide comes along. Larson losing more positions on Perry. Of course, Marty, oh my, Larson might be in trouble. He's losing a lot of pace, but I don't know if this is intentional to maybe save some tire to go into a later run or not. This might be a strategy call. So nearly everybody, a lot of people did take the pits, but I don't remember if Larson went into the pit. But when you go look at the pit strategies currently going on, all the top 8 have done pits. So let's see if I can find that deal to readjust that pit strategy for you folks. You did just change that. There we go. There's all the pit strategies. Larson is on old tires, is falling back quick. That could be a disastrous of a pit strategy if he's not careful going forward. So Larson, of course, gambled and saved a set of tires. Now what that means, though, to the end of the night, he's going to have an extra set. If his falls under caution like it has in the past, get ready for war at the front. As it very well could be just that. Doug Ward still is out in front now. We're seeing some laps being led by quite a few drivers now as he did work around Biddy again. We also got Hendricks there. He's just kind of holding out for his moment to pounce. But at the same time, you got Tucker, Erdman, and Perry. And of course, they're all looking pretty quick as they try to work through the line, and they gotta depend on that draft. That draft is very dependent here tonight. As if you lose the draft, you're kind of gonna be uphill battle the rest of the night as you gotta be fast without the car in front pulling you, or without a car pushing you. So it's gonna be a little bit of a risky business as we are on 93 laps left in this race. We're talking about how much everything can go. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to hear from Jamie Pugh next. Jamie.
Brandon Smith.
Never mind. Yellow flag flies once again. This time it looks like it's for Zachary Crabtree. We're going to take a look and see exactly what happened here. Zachary Crabtree's sitting on the middle line. Not sure if he comes down at all. It doesn't look like he is. They're kind of holding bay. It's a little bit of a lot of net code. The net code, the glitch gremlin steps in once again here as the 54, nothing he could do. Once that net code attacks, it is game over. And Crabtree is going to be going into the pits, probably repair up some damage. Meantime, we're going to start finishing this one off. Jamie.
Brandon Smith.
No, he got done without that one, you know. So Glitch Gremlin strikes again, but on top of it, you know, what are you hearing so far as strats out of guys? I mean, I know you hear a lot of chatter in there. Are guys talking about what they're doing, or is it more like, I'm going to keep this one silent?
Well, like I said earlier, we're in Vegas, right? So a lot of these guys are keeping it pretty close to their chest. They're not ready to let all the tricks out of the bag yet.
Now, speaking of tricks, you know, if, you know, in this position, say I was driving, you know, and I was maybe up in the top 10, what might be one thing you'd have me do?
Well, you know me, especially when, you know, we're early in a race and, you know, had several cautions so far. I'd love to save fuel. And that's the more fuel you save now, the less you got to put in later. So that's the way I look about it.
So it might be one of those where you just say, hey, get in the 4 and ride.
Pretty much.
Keep the RPM, a little hint, keep the RPMs low. It is the less fuel you burn.
Or if you're real good and talented, you know, you can reach up and hit the switch and, you know, shut the car off, because these will allow you to do it, unlike the next gen. So once you shut the car off, they don't really like to refire. But these can.
I forgot about that trick, to be honest. It has been so long since I drove these cars. So, yeah, I mean, do you see a lot of tricks being used?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely guys around here, you know, doing different stuff. You know, it's all about getting and shortening that next pit stop. So it's definitely a game.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully your driver finishes out well.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Jamie Pugh gave us the inside scoop from pit lane. The cars are going to go double file them up. We're going to go green flag this time by. For all the fans of the stands, though, do look up Indecisive Garage on YouTube. They are pretty much a DIY's best friend for car repair and every other little secrets. also remember, if you like this stream and you want to see more of what I do, remember to hit that like button, hit that sub button. And I will be live again next Wednesday where these guys will finish it off. That's right, next week it is the championship. We'll announce the champion at Charlotte. You will not want to miss it. The fireworks will fly, and so will the sparks, as Charlotte is going to bring us the championship of a lifetime right here once again. For everybody out there, though, do of course look up the other links in the description, as there are multiple spots you can go pass a donation to. Doug Ward's going to lead them off. Isaac Hendricks right there. They're going to come up to the restart zone. Green flag's going to fly once again, and we are racing once again. Doug Ward and Isaac Hendricks been battling it all night, and now look who's in this mix. Nick Binney giving Ward the push, gets him out the gate, tries to get him up the track a little bit, maybe to get him pushed out of the way a little bit. Doesn't work. And now look at this, Joe Divine has been working his way up to the front also. Interestingly enough, Gabriel Garcia is out of tonight's race. Tough go for the young gun, as just was not his night, as hopefully he feels better next week, as he is a tremendous driver, and he's got a lot of talent behind the wheel. As we were watching these guys file 3 wide, nearly going 4 wide in the backstretch, Nick Binney jumps up, says, okay, Ward, you made a mistake. Now's my time to shine. Sends the 32 underneath, rounds the front stretch. There's still drag racing into the start and finish line. Nearly side by side, nearly door to door contact. Not quite there yet. Back behind him, it is a hornet's nest, unlike anything we've seen yet. As we see Ward, Hendricks, Biddy, Tucker, and Larson are top 5. Erdman, Divide, Perry, Benescayan, and Morales are top 10. See Doug Ward now starting to develop that gap. Larson gets underneath Tucker, and does the fantastic overtake. He's coming for it. Larson's just getting warmed up. He's let the big dog eat. I tell you what, he's going for it on the inside. Grabs a hold of Hendricks, chasing down Ward. And it looks like Larson now has fresh tires and a new grips on that machine. Yellow flag flies. It's something to do with Brandon Perry, one of the points leaders here tonight. Brandon Perry. Oh my, it actually happened up here. Benescayan sends the number 6 high up into the wall. Meanwhile, Brandon Perry, I'm wondering where he, oh my. That was Joe Divide actually getting into Brandon Perry. So let's go ahead and rewind this a little bit, because I'm wondering where this one was here. We're going to go quarter speed here, but we're going to go at it from the far chase mode. So there's Divide. He's running that mid to high side line there, kind of keeping it up by the wall. Marty drifting up, drifting up, drifting up, drifting up. No stopping him. That freight train ain't stopping here. Live right here as Marty Benescayan apparently forgot to turn. Just saying. He forgot what the steering wheel is for. Might have forgot to hit some brakes. He might have forgot he was at a NASCAR speedway. But that will definitely fall into review at the end of the night. And Brandon Perry is definitely not going to be happy about that one. For about 1 or 2 more to green. Don't go anywhere.
just kick it up. Let it roll. Come on. Sun beating down on a two-lane road. Radio loud, got the windows rolled. Boots on the dash, yeah, we're running free. Just a small town heart in a wild country. Gravel flying from these old truck tires. Laughing loud, feeling that fire. No map, no plans, just you and me. Chasing down that summer dream. We don't need no headlights. We got that moonlit sky. Ain't worried about tomorrow. We're living for tonight. Kick the dust up, let it rise. Feel that freedom in our eyes. Turn it up, let the speakers break. This is more than we can take. Hands up, don't slow down. Leave our worries out of town. We were made for this kind of rush. Come on, baby. Kick the dust up. Come on, kick the dust up. Bonfire glow in a field somewhere. Stars light up like they just don't care. Barefoot dancing in the midnight air. Your silhouette, yeah, I swear it ain't fair. Cold drink sweating in your hand. You pull me close, don't need a plan. Heartbeat matching to the sound of a life we finally found. We don't need no reasons. We don't need no rules. Just a little reckless and a whole lot of you. Kick the dust up, let it rise. Feel that freedom in our eyes. Turn it up, let the speakers break. This is more than we can take. Hands up, don't slow down. Leave our worries out of town. We were made for this kind of rush. Come on, baby. Kick the dust up.
Pace car comes off one more time. 4 cautions in right now. Green flag flies, and we are racing here at Vegas. Josh Larson and Doug Ward now up in the front, of course, with Nick Biddy and Isaac Hendrick. Jesse Erdman is right in that mix, so this is going to be a pretty big challenge for him to get into that fight up the front. Larson does maintain the lead, along with Isaac Hendricks. Hendricks, of course, looking to maybe capitalize on a mistake from Larson if he makes one. Watching these guys all right into this one. They just kind of shuffle in, get behind one another. They're going to have to be patient, though. Near the back, though, we are seeing a little bit of a battle happen between these guys in the back now. Of course, Brandon Perry, after the last caution, finds himself not in a good spot at all. He is, I believe, 1 lap down. Oh, he's 6 seconds behind everything. So he's just at the back of everything, just kind of riding around. He's going to wait for these guys to appear. It's been all a war up the front of this field, of course, as the wreck hasn't happened at the front. It's always been at the back. Just somebody making a critical error, judgment, or whatever. The best way to say this is if you're going to race with these guys, you got to race clean over fast. And meaning, you know, yeah, it's great. You want to push the limit of the car, but you know the net goes there, so why push it? It's with sim racing, we do utilize the internet, PCs, and everything else. So basically, our PCs are our engine, and the internet is the highway. And if either one of those goes down, it is game over for that driver. Well, with the also on iRacing's end, they haven't updated the hit detection with these cars for a while because nobody really uses them. So they got to be aware of this and be able to make smart decisions. I would bring Jamie up here, but every time I seem to bring him up here, we have a caution. So skip that. We're going to leave him down there in the pits. He's going to have to teach you guys a few things. As up in the front, it looks like Charles Balance is up there too, but he is 1 lap down. He's got 1 lap and he'll be back on the lap. The way it's been going here every single race so far is it's been all out war. And drivers are still trying to maximize here to see where they can put their car on the track and make it fast. I'm trying to find where it's fast at right now and finding out where to get the most grip. If I'm right on this one, the middle of this track is actually going to be where quite a bit of grip is going to be. But high sides on most speedways are usually the fast line, as you don't have to turn very much, but at the same time, it's got enough banking in it where it can turn. So drivers are still doing a great job of staying out there, staying out in front. Seeing a big battle everywhere. Back. Oh my, Biddy! Biddy is high up to the wall, gets it off the wall, so gets that one done. So everyone is just getting settled in here. I don't know, about 57 laps now in this race, so almost to the halfway mark. In fact, lap 65 would be halfway. All the fans out there, I always enjoy doing this one for you guys. It's always a whole lot of fun. As Larson stays out front, of course, Charles Balance gets his lap back the old-fashioned way as he is back on the lead lap after that one. So he's looking to maybe just not go a lap down, but he's gonna also maybe offer one of these guys a pull. Doug Ward's kind of arrow blocking Marty. As Marty stays out in front of Tucker. Now the field's starting to lay down some laps, I think, actually. So this is pretty good. As we go look at the tail of the tape here, so to speak, we have gone had 4 cautions here for 12 laps. So 12 laps per race, of course, they don't get to actually race. 10 lead changes so thus far. So definitely going to be one for the books. And drivers are still getting spread out on track, which is great. But if a caution flag flies, this is where some drivers could wind up gaining some position here. Looks like Betty's kind of battling Tucker right now. Oh my, Benny gets sideways. Tucker lets it go. Smart man lets that one go. He doesn't want to just rough up his knife and cause a penalty, as great lift on part of Tucker there at the back. Lost a lot of positions in the meantime. And now that it looks like Charles Balance goes a lap down again. Ivan John is 15 laps down. Let me go ahead, grab me something to drink real quick. Don't go anywhere, as we're going to go to the Blackout Loud Zone. All right, there we go. Hope you guys are enjoying all the footage here tonight. Of course, we want to thank the Indecisive Garage for coming on board for tonight's race. We are watching this. It looks like Brandon Perry has climbed back up into the top 10, though. So this battle is still a battle. Doesn't matter where you're at on the track. It is all out war for some of these guys. It's like Josh Larson was pointed out, though, in the pre-race interviews. You know, Perry's going to want to just focus on driving a great race and maybe just scoring a good solid top 8. Now, what Larson is going to possibly maintain here is if he does happen to get the win here, then we go into Charlotte, it's going to get really interesting because that is really going to tighten up those points. There is a 7-point lead here for Brandon Perry, and Larson will make up 5 to get the win, but he has to stay up front. Oddly enough here, drivers are still, Brandon Perry, of course, trying to just maintain his momentum. He knows what he's doing in that number 21 machine. He's known all season long. What we hope to see is him do really well, get another top 5, which he's been able to do repeatedly now. So it is very interesting to see where these drivers wind up. Isaac Hendricks, oh, it looks like Doug Ward's coming down. 60 and Hendricks is coming down. This is going to shake up some pit strategies. As we go look at the pit strategies, those are only 31 lap old, not that old of tires. You know, you do have a few drivers rocking, they're on 43 lap old tires, so they definitely seen something they needed to go fix and patch up early on. But I don't feel like it's going to be a really, I don't feel like it was a bad time to pit at all, to be honest. As we're near the halfway point, we do see Scoville, Ward, Tucker, all coming down pit road, which is awesome because it's going to allow us a few drivers to gain some positions here. So as we're watching this, Larson and Perry now in the first and second place spot. Charles Ballin trying to really just keep his nose clean here tonight as he had disastrous time in Daytona. So they are hoping he does have a better race here tonight. Of course, it looks like Morales trying to chase down Brandon Perry, maybe gain another position going into the pit spot. So interesting deal to say the least on when these pit stops are going to happen. Now let's bring up Jamie Pugh and see what his thoughts are here. Jamie Pugh. Now hopefully this doesn't go under caution again like it has in the past. These drivers, obviously the pit cycles have begun. You know, how much tire wear do these cars get here, or fuel mileage I should say, here tonight?
Fuel mileage, you know, you're averaging, 30, 35 laps. It runs under green. If you save some fuel, you can probably get a little bit more out of it. Tire wear, yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of an issue.
Now, have you been hearing the drivers burning them up out there, or has it been one of those where they're just keeping a tight lid?
Well, I mean, guys are still keeping everything kind of close to them, but I mean, I've been around this game long enough, I can tell when cars are starting to fall off, so.
Well, let's hope, hopefully a good time to keep rolling for you, and hopefully the drivers roll the dice or play their cards the right, get the correct cards at the end of this one, since they're playing poker.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens.
All right. By the way, I'm going to throw random cards out there and see which ones stick to which car.
All righty. Sounds like a plan.
All right, man. Good luck up there once again, and thanks for coming on board to be our everything guy.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, you're the new. We didn't want to go with the nickname they came up with you earlier. No, you're the everything guy.
Oh, the no points pew or whatever. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be the everything guy.
Well, I wear many hats, so.
It's suiting. And you also like the everything omelet from Perkins.
Oh, okay.
What? It's a great omelet, dude. I had it the other day. You'll like it. Good luck to you, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. So I don't know if he has Perkins where he's at. Josh Larson still leads away with Brandon Perry chasing him down, and Isaac Morales right along behind him. Now Larson comes down pit road. Perry's going to go up and gain a point. This just got interesting as he gained a point, get the bonus point for leading a lap. Brandon Berry just scored that bonus point. So that is going to kind of shrink up that one, but more importantly, they're at 78 laps of a 130 lap race. About 52 to go here. We showed Joe DeBay comes down pit road. There's Perry. There's Morales. Perry's not going to want to hang this out there too long and allow the other guys to catch up too much. Of course, he does have Doug Ward right behind him. If Doug Ward takes that lap back the old way, that is going to be a not so good idea. So Perry's going to have to consider the pit stop right in front of him. Split the difference. Danger zone right there. Wow. That could have been disastrous. And now Morales leads the way as he's going to bring home a scoring a lap now. So this race is getting very interesting really quick. And as it goes on, we're 50 laps to go, and Brandon Perry and Isaac Morales might be the last guys to pit here. So this, I don't know what to think on this pit strategy call or who's in the deal on it. Of course, Morales has 34 lap old tires. The rest of the drivers are on about 10. This strategy is kind of all over the map here to really gauge which driver at the front of this thing has the correct one. I can't tell you, holding out there an extended amount of time might have been a smart move for a lot of these guys here. As this late race continues to go forward. Boys, it's starting to get a little bit sore after this one, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a brief commercial break from Indecisive Garage. Don't go anywhere, race fans. This one's far from over as we got 48 laps to go.
I'm a race car rock star. Working with the man, I've been working with the man, I've been working with the monster.
Yeah. Engines working with the morning sun. Every mile says the dream's begun. Rubber burns, but my heart won't break. Every turn is a chance I'll take. The lights go green, the fear falls away. I was built for this moment today.
I'm a race car rock star. Chasing the sky, foot to the floor, and I'm learning to fly. Every setback make my fire burn hotter. Nothing can stop this race car rock the tracks and the stars. Dream it, believe it, that's who you are. A fearless race car rock star.
Victory isn't just crossing the line, it's standing back up every single time. Scars become a story, sweat becomes gold. Courage is louder than doing what's told. When the road gets rough, I won't let go. Champions are made where the hard winds blow. Every lap's another chance to shine. The finish is earned one turn at a time.
I'm a race car rock star, light in the night, fueled by my passion, powered by fight. Every horizon is calling me farther. Nothing can stop this race car rock star. Raise your hands, hear the engines roar. This is the life that I've waited for. Dreams aren't distant, they're where you start. Drive with your soul, race with your heart. I'm a race car rock star.
All right, we are back, and I'm telling you what, we're seeing Josh Larson actually starting to cut the field. He's starting to dice through there pretty good. As Morales finally brings it down, Isaac Hendricks has got a 22-second lead above Doug Moore. It's about 2.4 seconds to Doug Ward, actually. So Morales is going to lose the lead now. And then Isaac Hendricks, Doug Ward, Nick Biddy, Tucker, and Larson are top 5. Now, just pay attention at the end of the night because I do tend to bring the top 5 up here for interviews and everything else. We got 32 laps to go in this race. Now, we were watching this. We've seen the top 5. Now we go back behind. We got Erdman, Wagoner, Scoville, Venice Cayenne, and Perry into the top 10 mix. My cat Garfield is here in the booth here with me, and she is trying to grab some lasagna or grab my hand. I don't know what, but we will find out after a while. But currently, this race has now become a pit strategy race, and it's kind of shifted gears. So we go look at guys that are lapped down already. Balance still a lap down. No recovery. Hasn't recovered much from the pit penalties early on in this race. Bob Palmer in that 29 machine is 3 laps down. Ivan Deshawn 15 laps down after, I believe he had a wreck. So drivers definitely not their night for him here tonight, especially for Gabriel Garcia, who got caught up in the first incident of the race, completely annihilated the car. And so tough luck for him here tonight, as I'm sure that's not what he wanted to see happen. You see Hendricks still steadily trying to maybe pull away. He's got a 1.9 gap here. Now this is where you got to weigh out. This is what we're talking about early on, weighing the pros and cons. Honestly, I would not pit until you get the very last drop in that thing on this one. The reason being, the less fuel you have to put in, the less time you're going to have to be in the pit. Or changing tires for that matter. You want to save those. If you have to change out all 4 sets of tires, you're going to wind up putting the fuel in, and it's kind of washes itself out. However, if you can get that final caution to come out, if that final caution comes out for some reason, do you pit or not? Some drivers weigh out the pros. They say, hey, let's go get the position. Other drivers like to say, yes, we're going to pit it, take the 4 sets of tires and rip it at the end, you know, like Mr. Jamie Pugh tends to do, and he tends to bump draft you all the way across the finish line, even though your car is not straight. So Jamie P is listening in. I'm sorry, buddy. I had to call you out. You know what you did was dirty. Just kidding. He actually races me really clean, everybody. As David Pugh is actually a very talented driver I like to race against. And also my resident spotter when I'm actually racing officials. Hendricks and Doug Ward, Nick Biddy, Josh Larson, Jesse Erdman are top 5. Working his way through the field, though, in the back is points leader Brandon Perry. As he's trying to get around Wagoner. Wagoners might just give this one up. Doesn't want to screw up the shot here, but you know what? You don't give it up in friggin' oval racing. You drive it out. Race that thing, race it hard. But race clean and smart at the same time. See a lot of connection issues with Scoville's car again, as I don't know what's going on to that 56 machine. He brought that world famous New York internet. It's very treacherous up there. I think they have bad connection speed in New York State. Maybe they should get focused on that. And maybe getting fixing some of their tracks up again, like Watkins Glen, and bring F1 back to there. Just saying, it can be done. Brandon Perry's really working his way through this field along with Larson. Each one of them has got their own little groove locked in right now. This is why they're leading the points, as they are currently. They are absolutely making every position count here. And they're actually able to make their way through. Now, interestingly enough, at the end of the night, I'm kind of curious to see which drivers finish where, because this could shake up the points race once again. I mean, if Larson gets a win, he won't have enough to grab the lead from Perry, but he's going to be within striking distance, and we will officially have the closest points race in the history of Prime Grid Racing. If my calculation is correct, if Larson gets the win, that points race gets narrowed down to 2 points going into the championship, which is going to be ridiculously difficult to do. And of course, Nick Biddy is said he was here to mess some stuff up. He's working on it. Ward gets loose. And this one might be a tough one for Larson to overtake, as he does have Biddy on that inside line to help Ward out. But it does look like he holds it true, and Larson gets up to second place, it looks like. Meanwhile, Brandon Perry's working his way through, and he's got Erdman in his sights. So Erdman is now looking to maybe lose a position down to Perry. We're coming up with 30 to go here. We're going to go talk to the pit lane guy and see what he's hearing down there, and see as far as pits happening earlier, where are they going to happen at. Jamie Pugh.
Brandon Smith.
You know, we got 30 laps to go. Obviously, still quite a bit of racing left for these drivers here. Are you sensing that what are drivers might going to be trying here on the final 30? I mean, is when it comes to that final pit stop?
Well, there's strategy all over the board. So, you know, guys are obviously thinking about their last stop. I know me and Perry were just discussing about our last stop. So it's going to be interesting when guys come to pit road here.
Now, do you feel like somebody's going to be trying to risk it in the wrong way, and maybe, you know, you're coming off 40-some laps. You know, the right sides are going to be worn? Is some drivers just going to replace those rights and not worry about the lefts?
Somebody's definitely going to gamble. It's just going to be who is it that's going to gamble. As we see pit green flag stops are just beginning here now.
Yeah, so, I mean, which drivers do you foresee trying to maybe make the gamble out there tonight?
You know, there's a few guys that, you know, I could see, you know, maybe the 22 car, Isaac Morales, him, you know, pulling something wild. I know he went long on the last stop before. You know, Larson's on a little bit of a different strategy, so it's all to, you know, it's going to be interesting to see who decides to run it long, pray for that caution, and who's going to pit now and have the track position.
All right, man. Well, hopefully don't gamble the wrong way and cause that final caution.
See what happens. It's been a nail biter all night.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Jamie Pugh, give us a little bit of inside scoop from pit lane as he's down in the trenches spotting for Brandon Perry. It doesn't look like the leaders are going to maybe gamble yet. Isaac Hendricks, of course, in that Doom Dwight machine has been absolutely dangerous in it. He's been on a hot streak with it. And of course, Josh Larson is very, very skilled at intermediate tracks. So I'm really anxious to find out what some of these guys pull. Of course, as the pit stop cycles start, you know, Hendricks, Larson, Biddy, and Perry, along with Joe Divide, are all in that top 5 and just kind of seeing what they can do. I'm not seeing too much battles going on though right now around the track. The field has got really spread out this early on here. Oh, I spoke too soon. Hendricks and Larson, this one's for the lead. Hendricks is looking to come down pit road. What you do not want to do though now with the green pits, the green flag stops, make critical errors. I know we said it 1,000 times here on stream, but if you make that error on pit road, your night is gone here tonight, as that can cost you some precious time in the pits. And you got to be on it every single step here. So drivers are definitely probably being watchful. It looks like Biddy's coming down pit road now. He's 23 laps to go. So he's going to maybe risk it a little bit. Of course, you can, when you come in later than sooner, I'd have to bank on the later part of this one. As you fill up less and less time in the pits is a good thing. However, with the guys coming out on fresh tires, they can also make it very disastrous as they'll get that lap back before you have a chance to enter the pits. So it's a really big gambling game here tonight. As for all you fans of the Sands, greatly appreciate you guys. Gina, Flipper, sorry you guys, sorry about your luck here tonight. Wish it wasn't that way. Also Heavy Braking, Purple, all you guys, great to have you here. Sparky Motors, glad to see you there. Jocko. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the race here tonight, as everybody is really on edge to who the champion's going to be here this season. It's been an absolute barn burner of a season. Larson's coming out pit lane. Marty did get a chance to see the first place spot there. Isaac Morales, of course, is in P2 now. So this is going to get interesting. As there goes the 6 by him. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to kick out the tunes. Don't go anywhere.
She rolled in late with a neon stare, coffee in one hand, no fear anywhere. Crew chief
All right, we are back, and Morales is still out in front of this race. Now we go look at the other part of this. He's been leading a lot of laps here, which has been great. We'll put up my other board here I got. I'll show you guys, he's led 17 laps, which is great for him. Of course, Isaac Hendricks is battling with Josh Larson, which Larson really wants to get a win here tonight. He's got Brandon Perry down here. He's trying to hunt this down. Brandon Perry, of course, is trying to get caught up. He's got to save the tires in that number 21 machine. So there's still some points to be made here and gained. So what are we going to see here tonight? I have no clue. To be honest, it's going to be pretty interesting to see, as it's Morales, Larson, Larson and Hendricks. Then we got Biddy and Tucker, our top 5 here tonight. Back behind that, you got Erdman, Ward, Wagoner, and Brandon Perry. And Brandon Perry kind of battling with that 29 of Bob Palmer. As he works around, he sees the opening, gets underneath Wagoner, and Perry might gain another position. He's climbed his way up into 8th place. Of course, we do have only 11 laps to go here tonight. Brandon Perry tries to get underneath Ward. Ward kind of shifts up a little bit. I'm not sure exactly which driver is going to have the better edge on this. Somebody with older tires obviously is not going to have an edge or the grip. As now Brandon Perry climbs into 7th place, and he's trying to catch up to Jesse Erdman to desperately get into that 5th place. Isaac Hendricks and Josh Larson, however, made it around Isaac Morales. In the meantime, I kind of missed that one, getting wrapped up in the back battles. But now for the lead, it is going to be the shootout here. They got 10 laps to go, 9 laps now. And Larson really wants to get around Hendricks. If he can get around Hendricks, he can really, ultimately, I think he'd be the new leader of the championship based on point standings. But it could be a tough one for, it's going to be an uphill climb to get around Hendricks, as Hendricks is really good at driving that number 9 machine to the absolute limit and some. A little bit of aero wash there coming off that number 9. Gets that number 8 nice and dirty. Gets him into that dirty air. It's going to kind of slow him down a little bit. See a lot of, oh my! High up into the wall, we got trouble on the high side wall.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag flies here at, and this is what they did not want to see happen, as the 79 of Harold Tucker losing that one. Let's go back and take a look and see exactly what happened to that number 79 that got him so loose. They're a quarter speed here. You see Erdman kind of pushing the inside line a little bit. And of course, the 79 is kind of giving Erdman some room there. Erdman turns up, trying to maybe get in the draft a little bit, and a lot of Netco to start it. And then it was kind of game over at that point for that 79 machine. And that's where it just kind of snapped on him as he tried to correct it. And like a lot of times here, you try to correct it, it just snaps on you. High up into the wall, big collision there. Right to call the caution on that one, as that 79 is badly damaged on this one. which is going to shake things up. He's going to risk it. We do have some, we got a risky biscuit out there, dang it. Brandon Perry's risking it to get the biscuit. He's going to take the position and jump up into the front spot. This is exactly what we're talking about, different pit strategies. And of course, Marty Van Escayen is going to come up with him. Hang on for the restart of ages. Hang on your hats. Because this one is going to get fun and is going to get angry. So time to lick the stamp and send it.
Green flag flying, heartbeat climbs. Helmet down, it's qualifying time. Late on the brakes, gets the curb in red. Leave the doubts back in the paddock shed. Every corner's asking who'll commit. One clean chance, you better never quit. No second guessing when the lights go green. Trust the tires and the racing machine. When the gap appears, don't hesitate. Champions never wait. Lick the stamp and send it. Throw it to the inside line. Leave the fear behind you. This is your moment to shine. Door to door, wheel to wheel. Every heartbeat's heaven sent. When it's never, lick the stamp and send it. Paint traded through the carousel. Every lap's another story to tell. Draft pull strong down the longest straight. Brake markers disappearing late. Checker dreams don't come from playing safe. Legends are born where the margins fade. One more lap, one last fight. Everything's riding on this night. Grip is gone, but the fire remains. Victory favors the bold again. Lick the stamp and send it. No looking back, just full attack. Find the apex, hit your marks. Never lift and never crack. Crowd on the feet as the engines bend. One move written in the pavement. If you're gonna make your name, lick the stamp and send it. One last call.
Here we go. The restart of restarts. 4 laps, 3 laps to go. Come to the line. Green flag flies, and Larson's all over the bumper of Perry. Hang on to your hats because we're 3 wide and flying now. Larson gets a look to go to the high side. Perry's going to hang it to the low side. Biddy's going to shoot underneath the gap. This is where the sparks are going to fly here tonight. This is Vegas, baby, and Biddy comes underneath. Larson can't get around. Big wreck in the back. And I'm not sure who made it through, but hey, guess what? We're still going. We got 3 laps to go here. Perry is in trouble as he's got old tires, and this risk might have not paid out much reward. Another big wreck in the back as we see some cars sideways and everything. Isaac Hendricks trying to get around Biddy. Biddy is going to push it.
out.
Yellow flag flies again. This time it was Brandon Perry on the back burner. Oh no. This one is going to be a disaster. You see Biddy and Hendricks right in front battling. Perry comes down. Big collision between him and Erdman. And that is where it is bad news for the 21 machine, as that is going to be hard to swallow. Oh my, oh my. Big hit by Balance also on this one. Did he even slow down? I don't think he slowed down. I really don't think Noah Ballard slowed down on that. That was an awfully hard hit. If he was slowed down, you know what? If he was slowed down, I'm the freaking Easter Bunny. I'm calling it now. I don't think he slowed down one bit as he hammered Brandon Perry. So, you know what? If somebody wants to challenge, I would go right on ahead. But I've seen a lot of racing in my day, and I don't think he slowed down. Brandon Perry, of course, is back out there. I think he's going to be damaged. I think he's all patched up a little bit. But we are under caution once again. Don't go anywhere, as this one is going to come down to the wire. It's going to be Biddy and Hendricks and Larson with Morales in the shootout. Don't go anywhere.
And the bargain bin ride, but I'm still talking trash with confidence and pride. Crew chief yelling that tire's about to explode. I said send it harder. While swerving down the road, past inspection with a zip tie miracle. Car shakes so bad it looks supernatural. Helmet, crooked gloves don't fit right. Energy drinks and tacos all night. Speed down by the broken radio full of statics. Driving this thing should probably be problematic. Wall got close, sparks started flying. Still kept laughing while the bumper was dying. Last place, nah, that ain't the vibe. Pedal to the floor and enjoy the ride. Don't stop, never quit. Push it to the limit. Hold it wide open, even if you're spinning. Rubbing doors, blowing smoke, still somehow winning. Everybody yelling, how's he still in it? Don't stop, never quit. Push it to the limit. If the engine knocks, just pretend you didn't hear it. Laughing through the chaos, flying past the critics, full send racing with absolutely no physics. Pit stop crew dropped the wrench again. One guy disappeared and came back with chicken. Fuel can leaking, hood pin's gone, but the karaoke machine somehow stays on. Opponent mixing with $1 million bill. Meanwhile, my spoiler came from a landfill, still side drafting like a caffeinated bandit. Driving so reckless the announcers can't stand it. White flag waving, everything rattling. Transmission screaming like two cap battling. Steering wheel loose, but I'm feeling alive. Cross the finish line, somehow still able to drive. Don't stop, never quit. Push it to the limit. If it catches fire, maybe just a little bit. Crowd going crazy. Burnouts in a minute.
All right, we're coming to the green flag one more time. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Flag is flying. We are racing once again here in Vegas, and I look at this. Josh Larson looking to take it to Nick Biddy. Biddy gets down and dirty. He says, nope, no. Biddy, Larson, Hendricks all at the top. Who is going to risk this one making a stick here? Hendricks, 3 wide for the lead. Ward on the bottom, and Ward might come through. Nobody is backing down. Nobody is giving up on this one, and we might have, oh my, big wreck near the front. As that just might have collected some few cars out there, as we're not over yet. Nick Biddy out in front, Hendricks, Larson, oh, here we go. Nick Biddy's out in front, but Hendricks, Ward, and Larson are all batted out with Morales. They cross the line. Biddy wins here in Vegas. Hendricks, Ward, Larson with Morales. Jacobson, Scoville, Perry, Crabtree, and Wagoner are top 10 here tonight. And of course, Divide, Palmer, Tucker, Erdman, Benescayan, Balance, Deshaun, and Garcia round out the field. But up front, winning here at Vegas, the number 32 Sharp Machine, Nick Biddy. Has been a long time waiting for him to be in that seat as he's won before, but man, what a drive out of him. He gets the dub. And he's got to be excited about this, as here he's going to give us a smoke show. I am sure of that. I know there's a few people in the stands watching, cheering him on as Biddy gets this one. He's going to let her fly down in the grass there. Ran a great race out of that number 32 machine, in fact. Now we're going to see if we can find Isaac Morales for a brief driver interview, as I don't believe he is in the chat anywhere, as I don't see him. I do not see Isaac Morales. So if he was here, he'd say Blackout Racing Network is the best. And shout out to Indecisive Garage for sponsoring tonight's event. Anyway, now let's go to the next person online, Josh Larson, who is involved in one of the greatest shootouts I've seen here in the network. Larson,
hello,
man. What a joy to have you here in the booth, man. What a great race out of you. What a battle to the end. Arguably one of the best finishes we've had on the network in the history of 3 years, in fact. So, I mean, walk me through that one. You see the caution fly. Obviously, you had a great car all night. What was going through your head when you've seen some of the pitch strategies kind of take another turn?
I didn't need that last caution. The last caution just kind of really screwed my plan up, because I was on a double 2-tire stop, because the left sides just were not wearing out tonight. So I was did a double 2-tire stop there, and it's kind of stink that there's a couple cars that stayed out on old tires. So I was trying to be respectful of them, and unfortunately, when Biddy got around me, I mean, he just had clean air, got around the old tire cars, and it was kind of written in the books at that time. And then once you have a heat cycle on 2 tires for that last restart, it's not as good. I mean, it's all about runs and drafts. Play a little fuel strategy. We got in a big wreck early with the lap car, and we had to play a little fuel strategy and save a set. But yeah, I mean, it was interesting, that's for sure. I think we cut it into half. So I think it's maybe 4 points going into Charlotte. I don't know who has the most laps led. I might be able to grab another point there, but I don't know. 4 points, 4 positions, side championship. I mean, what more could they ask for, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's going to get exciting at Charlotte. And when it goes into Charlotte, I mean, how are you feeling about that going into Charlotte next week?
I think Charlotte's like my best 1.5 mile racetrack. So Vegas is a close second. So I feel good. I don't think we're going to be packed up as much in Charlotte because there's a little bit more lifting involved. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think we can go out and win the race. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Any words for Brandon Perry going into Charlotte?
I know he's kind of upset right now, and to be fair, I mean he's got the right to be upset. But you know, he's still got the points lead. He's only got to beat me by. I mean, he can follow me in the checker and still win the championship. You know, so he just got to keep his head up and let's go and have some fun.
All right, man. Well, great having you here. Any shout outs you got to do for any fans you might have listening in on the stands?
Yeah, big shout out to my beautiful wife. I know she was sitting in the living room watching on the big screen, cheering me on. And shout out to you for broadcasting. And I know Perry had a rough night, but shout out to him for putting this on. I know sometimes I give him a lot of grief. But I'm just trying to keep, I try to keep people honest. Not saying he's doing anything, but I like to play devil's advocate and everything on almost everything. So shout out to him for putting this on and dealing with the headaches of being league owner.
All right, man. Well, I'll get you out of here. Great job here tonight, and congrats on a P4 finish.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you. Josh Larson, sounds like he's pretty well ready to bring the heat there in Charlotte. Pretty sure he is. Now let's hear from that driver, that 07 Ford Mustang, Doug Ward. I know everybody's watching for him. Doug.
Hey there, Brandon.
Man, what a battle at the end. One for the books. How do you feel after this finish?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm really proud of how I did. I think I managed a whole lot of things in this race really, really good. Especially in that, first stint, I was, managing the runs that the 2 lanes behind me were getting and staying out front. And then, I had some heroics in those last couple restarts. I had a point where I felt almost entirely sideways and I saved it. And this was a fun race for me. I had a lot of fun. I know a lot of other guys may disagree because they had some different circumstances, but from where I was, this race was a blast.
Well,
and I felt like I could have gone and won it if I hadn't messed up and had that extra long green flag pit stop. That's the one thing that I think I could have won it if I didn't do that. But that's a mistake. That's on me. So didn't deserve to win.
Well, and then at the end there, I mean, was it kind of a cat and mouse game at the end when you guys were racing at the end, or is it just all out war? Whoever gets there gets there.
Oh, at the end it was just everyone's all out. A good half of the way through that lap, I noticed Biddy's a bit too far ahead to catch up. I've just got to hope that there's some incident where he slides up and hits the wall or something, and I had to basically hope for a miracle. But I didn't have the best starting position for those last few restarts, so to pull out third out of that,
Well, you did a great job there. Any thoughts for going into Charlotte next week? I mean, how excited are you for this one? The championship's here. Obviously, we're going to crown a champion. How excited are you for Charlotte?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think I'm probably out of contention for the championship at this point. Yeah, it's showing me as 23 points out from Brandon Perry. So I think I'd have to basically have a perfect race and then have both of them wreck out to take it now. But it's still I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna have fun. Probably gonna be a good race. Charlotte's a great track. Yeah.
So, Mike, what you're basically saying is you're going to go there, you're going to give it your best and forget the rest.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do?
All right. Well, Doug, any shout-outs you got for any fans in the stands? I know you got a few.
Of course. As always, my mom and my grandma. They always watch these races. Got to shout out you for an awesome broadcast, Brandon Perry for a great league. And my personal sponsor, the Trevor Project, link in the description for my personal Trevor Project page where you can make donations. And yeah, I think that should about do it.
All right, man. Well, great job here tonight. Congrats on a P3 finish here. And I can't wait to see what you do next week at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was Doug Ward, everybody. And now we're going to go to our second place finisher, driver of that Dude Wipes Chevrolet Camaro, Isaac Hendricks. See how he feels here after this one. If I can find him. No. It looks like he's not in the chat, so if he was here, he'd say Blackout Racing Network is the best, and thank you to Indecisive Garage for sponsoring tonight's race. And now we're going to go to the man of the hour, that man driving that sharp Ford Mustang, Nick Biddy, then number 32. Nick.
Brandon Smith.
Man, I know you've been waiting for it, and you got it here tonight in Vegas after basically calling your shot in pre-race. I mean, how does this one feel for you?
Heck yeah. It's about time I took one on the last restart.
Yeah.
I'm fired up. That was a good race.
Yeah, now that's your second win of the season. And of course, this one here, I mean, the car looked fast all night, but gotta know, like, when you seen on that final fire off, the final restart, and you seen, you got Hendricks, Ward, Larson, Morales, you even had the rest of the field behind that. Were you was there any nerves going through, or was it just look forward to drive?
Yeah, I tell you something funny, Brandon. When we're up pacing, my wife was texting. I'm in a group chat with her and some other friends, and I typed on there. I said, hold on, baby Jesus, this is about to get bumpy. I wasn't lifting. I didn't lift. So the lifting time was over. So that's what I did. And when I saw that, when we come out of 2 or something, and those guys got 3 wide, it's over. It's over. I could coast from here. So yeah, man, that was a good race. Yeah, a lot of fast guys behind us there on that last restart. And luckily we took a page out of Hendricks's book from a week ago, taking rights and just playing defense, and it worked out for us.
Oh, it worked out there, and then next week, I mean, you're going into Charlotte, obviously one of the driver favorite tracks, and fan favorites for that matter. They're already talking about the fireworks flying in Charlotte in the chat here and everything else, and obviously giving you guys saying what a race it was. How excited are you to be going to Charlotte next week?
I love me some Charlotte. Let me tell you, I love me some Charlotte. So I'm fired up. I'm fired up to, maybe see if we can go back to back. That'd be awesome. But fired up to see someone get crowned a champion, and fired up to take a trophy home from up there.
All right. Well, any shout outs for any fans in the stands? I know you got a few.
Oh, you know what? We got first and foremost, we got to thank our sponsors. Sharp Machining and Tooling up in Baldwin, Georgia. If you're looking for a good machine tooling and fab shop, give those guys a call. They're the best in the business. They're not even top shelf. They're back room. That's how good they are. Also, you gotta go check out my buddies up in Helen, Georgia. Nora Mill, the oldest still working grist mill in Georgia. And I'm going to say their names correctly this time. Joe and Addie Vandergriff. Thank y'all so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for watching. And Brandon, you know who we got to thank now. The one, the only, my beautiful smoking hot wife, Jessie Biddy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. And my 3 children, Cameron, Coley, and Cora, thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for supporting us.
What about our main sponsor here?
Oh, yeah, sorry. And also, what was it?
Indecisive Garage.
And I'm so happy to win the Indecisive Garage 195. I looked at it before the race, and I said I was going to remember it, but I didn't. But appreciate those guys. I'm sure they do an awesome job.
Yeah, it's Grandpa's YouTube channel where it teaches you how to do DIY stuff. So check him out.
I need to check this guy. Out. Yeah,
he can teach you how to fix up some stuff.
Hey, I need that. You know me. I need that.
Yeah, especially after the number 12 car T-bones you next week in practice.
I'm probably owed 1 or 3.
You don't know who the number 12 car is, but he's got a baby blue PGR logo Toyota Camry. Can't miss it.
Okay. Am I owed 1 or 3 from him?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. Good to know. Good to know it's coming.
All right, man. Also, can't wait to see what you can do at Charlotte, man. Great job here tonight. Congrats on winning the Indecisive Garage 195 right here on the Blackout Racing Network.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you. Look forward to talking to you next week.
Thank you. So that was Nick Biddy, everybody. Tonight's champion here. And that's right. If you like to see more of this, remember to hit that sub button. Also, don't be afraid to go check it out. Indecisive Garage on YouTube. It's a basic channel about DIY type stuff, and it's great follow. Go check them out, sub to them, whatever. Don't be afraid to look them up. Also, shout out to all our main sponsors here at PGR. Shout out to all the drivers that showed up tonight. The great drive, heck of a finish, one of the best ones in the history of the network, and we've been around for 3 to 4 years, solid right now. So just shout out to the drivers tonight. All the drivers didn't get a chance to finish, from Tucker, Erdman, Veneska, and Balance, Garcia. Can't wait to see what you guys do in Charlotte. Hope you guys are still watching and enjoying it. Show. Also, to shout out to my wife if she is watching, which she's not. Also, shout out to everybody else who's watching out there. Also, Jocko, Purple Bear, Polar Bear, Gina. Glad to see you guys all in the chat. There's so many of you guys right now to keep up on, but thank you all for watching. And I'll be back again Saturday night. You will not want to miss it. Blackout Racing League is back on again. It's the Arcas. It's Indianapolis, Brickyard 250. You won't want to miss it, as they are 3 weeks away from their championship. So you won't want to miss any racing right here, as the championships are coming to a close. New season's coming alive, and maybe even something new coming to the stream Saturday. You guys might be really looking forward to. I promise you that. So I'll catch you guys all later. Have a great night. I'll see you guys again Saturday.
Scream loud, packed grandstands, thunder in the crowd. Door to door, paint trading sparks. 40 drivers hunting in the dark. Outside lane, never lifting down. Rubbing fenders all around this town. Spider yelling, hold your line tight. 3 wide deep on a Friday night. No fear burning in their eyes. Fire under neon skies. It's a 3-wide fight, nobody backing down. Side by side, racing all around this town. White smoke rising, tires screaming loud. Heroes made in front of the crowd. Checkered dreams under stadium lights. Living fast in a 3-wide fight. Underneath the